Megan Thee Stallion granted restraining order against Tory Lanez. In a hearing on Thursday, the Grammy-winning rapper accused the man incarcerated for shooting her of paying people to put out lies and slander and smear campaigns against her. Well, I mean, Tory Lanez ain't never paid me, and, I've been talking, I've been calling you out, before he even went to jail. Before he even went to jail. So I doubt he even needed to pay anybody. He didn't need to pay nobody to do nothing, He didn't pay nobody to do nothing. We saw you fake cry on Gayle King. It's like we saw you fake cry, okay? You came out in your documentary and finally said you was screwing him, Your best friend, Kelsey, you pretty much stabbed this girl in the back and took the knife out and stabbed it in the damn again. It's like, what? Nobody needs to pay somebody to see this stuff. It's like, we synced it. We synced it. Your stylist came out and said you was bullying Kylie at her own party. That's why Kylie had her bodyguards kick y'all out. It's like everybody else done said something other than Tory. And Milagro, yes, Milagro, I'm pretty sure she has, I believe I have seen allegedly that she has been in contact with Tory Lanez, and maybe Tory Lanez told her some things that never came out in court and that none of us never knew about, and maybe the girl put it together. Now, I don't agree with harassing people. I don't think Milagro Graham should be as mad as Tory Lanez. I don't, because you ain't the one that got locked up. So, I can understand if Megan, because I got to look at all sides of the story because I'm not biased. I don't have no issues with Megan and stuff. I just going to call out the truth and what I see. And, Milagro Graham, yeah, you should not be as mad as Tory. Yeah, the situation is annoying as hell. Yes, every time we see her in an article trying to slander this man and make herself look like she's this victim, it is annoying, and people can get triggered. People can get triggered, especially those of you that are big fans of Tory. I haven't followed Milagro Graham, so I don't really know if if that's all she talks about is Megan Thee Stallion. If that's all you talk, if every video I put out and that's all I'm talking about, then it's kind of like, I know you have some people out here that's following the P. Diddy trial and they just giving updates every week. And that's literally, you can go to them because that's all they're going to be talking about. Maybe it has coming out, I've read a couple of articles where allegedly, Milagro, it's like most of her content is on the Megan and the Tory situation. And I personally can't tell another creator as to what they should talk about. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. You got some people that all they talk about is aliens. And that's just it. That's all they talk about. But that's kind of like the hindering on the conspiracy thing. If you're talking about a person, it becomes bullyish if you talk about a person, you put a situation out there, you bring something to light. It's like, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. But if you're consistently talking about this person, if it's a consistent, that's when it just starts becoming harassing. Let me just see. In a hearing on Thursday, okay, yeah, put out lies and slander. She said lies and slander. Now, some of the stuff that I seen that Milagro was coming out with, we don't know if that's a lie or a slander because you have been slandering Tory and your best friend. And, and I don't believe everything that you've been saying. I don't believe everything. You be leaving stuff out and adding stuff in and creating fake tears, to get the whole world to turn against the person. You done went above and beyond too. You done did some slimy stuff too, Megan. On Thursday, Megan Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year civil harassment restraining order against Tory Lanez after she accused him and his legions of fans of harassing her and disseminating misinformation online. The problem I have is that the man who shot me is orchestrating other people and paying people, and him and his family are helping people put out lies and slander. Okay, first let me start right here because this is an Aquarius. Okay, so I always have to hinder on the signs. Y'all know I be hindering on the signs of people. And I always have to hinder on the signs because the signs tells me just a little bit. And I'm going to say a little bit because you don't know everything about the person. You need a full birth chart. But a little bit of their personality. And Aquarius is overthink and overthink and overthink and over goddamn think to the point where their head be hurting, they'll hurt everybody's heads around them, you know. And all this overthinking, the conclusion that they end up with at the end is confusion. You know what I'm saying? Because you done overthought so many different scenarios in top of your head. You know, you telling yourself that all of these people is against you when they ain't, you know. It's like you be making up stuff in your freaking head, and y'all don't have the best intuition. Y'all is not like the Cancers and the Scorpios and the Pisces and the, you know. So your intuition somewhat a lot of times be off, and that overthinking really draws in confusion, you know. And sometimes it's like just go with the first thought, you know. You go with the first thought. Now, I'm not going to say she ain't wrong about this girl Milagro Graham's harassing her. But I think that it is over elaborated in her mind. Everything is like over elaborated in her mind. And then the fact that you are slightly narcissistic and you don't see the part that you play in the shit that happens to you. Like, I really feel sorry for people like that, because they're gonna never grow. It's like, girl, how you is still in the same position you was in how many years ago? You're still repeating the same thing to the public. About 4-5 damn years later, seem like. Why are you stuck? Like, it's like, and somewhat moving backwards. Because you focus on the wrong stuff. You know? You and putting your energy, you focus on the wrong stuff. You letting stuff bother you that shouldn't be bothering you. You know what I'm saying? And that be that awkward. They be letting stuff bother them that shouldn't be bothering them. And then they start doing the most, and then they be self-destructing themselves. And it just be like, I'm just like, and I just gonna pray for her because she's young. You know what I'm saying? She's young. She's still not getting it. But some things you just gotta, especially if you're a celebrity and you know people gonna be talking about you. Sometimes you just like to let it slide off. Like, the man got the 10 years. He's in prison. He's not getting it. I don't know if it's gonna be overturned. You know, I think they're looking into trying to do a new trial. Most times he be getting denied. I think they looking into it, but it's like, you can't stop nobody from talking about you. Like, it's like they talked about Jesus all the way up until the point where they killed him. Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, you could do the restraining orders. Like, she's just gonna, like, it's like, I feel like if you're gonna harass me, I'm gonna harass you back. But then what's gonna happen is that you're going to be putting all your time, energy, and effort into this. And then in the next 5 to 10 years, going to be in the past by, you still going to be in the same situation, talking about this damn Tory Lanez situation. Like, I would not even be talking about no damn. Like, do you see Chris Rock? Is Chris Rock still out here talking about Will Smith slapping him? I don't know. You know, it's like, at this point, it's just like, shut up about it. It's like, you was keeping this shit alive at the end of the day. You was keeping it, because the only time I ever hear about it is when Megan Thee Stallion has come out and said something about the Tory Lanez and Tory Lanez' fans. You know, that's the only time I heard about it. Because Milagro, I heard that her stuff is like underground, and you got to really go looking for this lady stuff. You got to go looking for Milagro stuff, you know? This is not, she got her own secret societies, you know, like Tasha K. You got to go looking for this girl's stuff. So you out there looking for stuff that ain't even out there at the fingertips of the public, and now you're putting it out there to the fingertips of the public. Now I'm finna go look for it. Like, that ain't, okay, like, that ain't even making no damn sense. But Thursday, Megan Thee Stallion was granted a 5-year civil harassment, 5 years against Tory Lanez, okay, after she accused him and his legions of fans of harassing her and disseminating misinformation online. The problem I have is that the man who shot me is orchestrating other people and paying people, and this is that diluted. Like, she probably somewhat right, but it's like, what can you do to really stop it? Because I'm talking about it. So okay. The problem I have is that the man who shot me you cannot control the image, your image. You cannot control that. Like, some people want to have control of their image at all times, at all freaking times. And any little thing that comes out, they're going to say, like, people bet you're with the Beyonce and the Jay-Z campaign. I've never seen them ever go so hard until these allegations of rape and stuff like that started coming out. You know, allegedly Beyonce done changed her last name. People ain't even paying no attention. She's back at Knowles. She done took away the Carter. Why? because she is a Virgo, and Virgos is freaking investigators. You know what I'm saying? These are master investigators, and I bet guarantee you Beyonce know more than Jay-Z. She knows more about probably what's going on, got her own investigation launched before he even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting herself set up and ready. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you learn from these people. Like, they done had folks talking about them for years, and they never came out and said anything about it. Never come out and talk about it. You know, if Rihanna was still talking about when Chris Brown beat her up, it's like, yeah, she probably backhanded him a couple of times. So
if I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face, and I gotta explain it like, oh, no, I fell.
Yeah, but I don't even think Rihanna even talk about it no more. She actually forgave the man after he did it, and was like, you know, we was young, we was, you know, she knocked the heck out of him, and then he went crazy, and he was on the cocoa, so the cocoa gonna make you go loco. And so you know, but she ain't out here still talking about it. Like, it's like, so yeah, let me see. So it's like, she's just paranoid. Like, this is like, Megan Thee Stallion is paranoid, and she's still trying to control the narrative of her image, but your image is already tarnished. I ain't gonna even necessarily say tarnished, but people already see that you are a little snaky. You went behind her back, a snake, and started sleeping with the man behind her back. You know, karma comes back to you. Dane was just saying sometimes karma take too long, but your karma came quick. You know what I'm saying? Your karma came quick. And then, and you still out here trying to do and make up lies and try to do all kind of other stuff to control the freaking narrative, because you obviously a freaking control freak. Try to control the freaking narrative, you know, instead of just letting things be what it is. And you gonna end up making another karma type situation come back to you freaking again. Like it's gonna keep coming back until you freaking learn, because you're not learning. You're trying to dismiss it, and you're trying to control the freaking narrative. And that is, yeah, that, like, why don't you see that? Because you're not spiritual. Like, that be the thing. You can tell when people are spiritual, because they'll see things on more so on a spiritual level. They'll see that maybe I need to be going through this because this is doing something to help me. You know, instead of like, everybody's attacking me. You know, the narcissistic, she got that narcissistic head. So it's like, everybody's attacking me and everybody needs to love me. And she wants to control the narrative of how you see her. And your morals and your values and everything else is out overshining that. Like, it's like you was a belligerent drunk at Kylie's party and got kicked out. Like, it's like, what is Tory fans? Tory fans ain't out here. He don't have to tell us nothing. Like, people, you can put the pieces of the puzzles together and listen from your stylist to your best friends to Kylie and the people that was there, to the court transcripts and everything that came out, the test. Like, if not only that, your man that you end up doing wrong. What was his name? What was the band name who she was with? I forgot the band name that she was with, but her last boyfriend, he came out with this whole record talking about somehow she's a narcissist and how he was cool. She was introducing him to men in the industry, and the men she was introducing him to were the men that she was sleeping with. And he just felt so stupid at the end. Yeah, Pardee was like, you just did him so freaking wrong. You know what I'm saying? You just did. Look at, what the hell is this? I ain't never seen this picture, right? Now, that's funny. But Pardee, he was in love with Megan, you know. And then she came out, and she came out and had some things to say back to Pardee. But then it went from Pardee, and we saw what was really on her mind, because during this whole little rant, it was like, yeah, she was like, how are you gonna come out and say stuff about me, and I haven't said anything about you? And then it's like, it went from Pardee back to the Tory Lanez situation. So we see what was the real issue. Okay, so Pete testified via video call shown in Los Angeles courtroom. I'm scared to do anything because he has orchestrated people to attack me, whether online or it could possibly even be in person. You know that you ain't untouchable. The difference between you and a regular person, girl, you can buy bodyguards and you can buy all that. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got to protect myself. I got to pull out my strap myself, you know? So, that man is not finna have nobody do nothing to you. Like, that would be just like, Yeah, that would be anybody that listens to Tory Lanez and goes out and tries to do something to Megan Thee Stallion. Is mentally, you kind of special. That's just stupid. Like that would be just dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, a crash dummy for real. Like, at the end of the freaking day, because stage, whatever. I mean, was it, who was just booed off the stage in Australia? The girl Asa Spicer, just because she showed up late. Like, it don't take much for people to turn on you. Like, it's like, and the stuff that you done did, Megan, and the stuff that you're still doing, trying to make yourself look like this victim, that is why people keep attacking you. You don't understand that you are causing people to attack you. Ain't got nothing to do with Tory. And I wouldn't even necessarily call it attacks, because it's like people like you, people that are manipulative, they'll be talking about, people are attacking me, and no, they just calling out what you're doing. That ain't an attack. They calling out what you're doing. If you fake cry, don't give a, oh, she's a fake cry, she fake cry. And then you want to turn that around and be like, they're attacking me. No, girl, they just called you out. Like, you got to be careful who you talking to, because people will they will turn stuff around and manipulate and play these freaking hit games. And yeah. So Pete filed the restraining order in December, alleging that since Peterson was sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting her in July 2020, his supporters have continued to spread misinformation about the assault and the subsequent trial. As a result, what's going to end up happening is eventually just social media is going to get shut down, It's probably just going to get shut down. And then when you have manipulative people, to be more and more censorship. That's why they're trying to close down the TikToks or whatever else. More censorship. The only things you can share are the challenges, the dance challenges, and, challenges and the funny, goofy videos, sharing real life stuff. It's just going to be off limits, because you got people out here that is way too sensitive, and they be crying all the goddamn time, and they'll be out here reporting stuff to these people or whatever, instead of just, when it all boils down, just taking freaking accountability. Like, that's literally what this all boils down to, is taking accountability and seeing your part in the fact that you's the one keeping this shit alive. You're like, so, let me see. 10 years. Okay. July 20. His supporters have continued to spread misinformation about the assault and subsequent trial. As a result, she told the court that she suffers from anxiety and remains terrified that he'll harm her upon release from prison. Karen, goddamn Karen at his freaking finest. Like, Lanez is eligible for parole in 2029. Okay. For parole in 2029. Okay, brother, you got what, 5 more years? No, 4 more years. Okay. I'm scared that even when he gets out of jail, he's going to still be upset with me. I don't know if he's going to continue being violent towards me, she tearfully explained in the hearing. Because even from behind bars, he keeps showing me that he can get to me. Like he won't give me a day of peace, she said. I feel like when he gets out of jail, it's going to be worse. I feel like maybe he'll shoot me again. And maybe this time I won't make it. Oh my fucking. One piece of misinformation that recently circulated due to the actions of Peterson's camp and addressed at the hearing is that law enforcement didn't keep the firearm used to shoot at Pete as evidence. However, law enforcement has since said that the firearm remains in police custody. Okay. And that Peterson's lawyer declined to test it independently prior to the trial. Oh, okay. So the police is like, no, we still do have the gun. But Peterson's lawyers declined to get it tested. Tory Lanez, his lawyers declined to get it tested. They didn't want it tested. Pete further accused Peterson of orchestrating an online smear campaign in which others have been empowered to harass her online. Among them are bloggers and social media. Yeah, she's one of these people that's going to get social media shut down. She is one of these Karens that's going to eventually get the social media shut down with all this bullshit. They're going to keep on with this bullshit. And they're going to end up getting social media and like I said, I don't agree that a person should be harassed, but we see that you're not innocent in this situation. You're not. You are causing this stuff yourself. You are the one keeping this junk alive. You are harassing yourself. Like, it's like, okay. Because every time I hear about it, it's always Megan Thee Stallion has come out and claimed that such and such is harassing her. Megan Thee Stallion has come out and said that Tory Lanez just keeps attacking her behind bars. Megan Thee Stallion has come out, and every time I hear about it, it's always an article where you're saying something. And for whatever reason, instead of just saying that I didn't tell the full truth, you're still just trying to keep this thing going. That is the thing with the lie. It's like when you lie about something, you have to keep keeping the lie freaking going. You have to keep keeping the lie going instead of just shutting it down and just telling the full truth of what the heck happened and being done with it. And that is it. But now at this point, if you come out and tell the full truth, nobody's going to believe you because you have smeared yourself as being a compulsive liar. Like, what? That is insane. Among them are bloggers and social media commentators like Milagro Cooper, here we go, who Pete is suing for defamation, promotion of an altered sexual depiction, intentional infliction. Now, if you did share a deepfake sexual depiction of the girl, that is harassment. It's not like you're on here talking like how I'm trying to break the situation down, trying to get her to see her side and this and that. So if Milagro Graham's out there just sharing deepfakes of her porn, and like doing stuff like that, if she did do that, then that is harassment. And you do need something. You do need something to happen to you. Like, it's like, no, you can't be out here sharing deepfake pornography of the girl and stuff. And even though I don't believe she's the one that created it, she's probably just shared it on her platform. But that is a form of harassment. It's like, yeah. Call her out and make her take accountability. I'd rather you do that, Milagro. You could have put that type of information on your platform to the point where it's like, Megan can't rebuttal this. She can't rebuttal this. I got text messages. You can't rebuttal this. So you have to admit that you lied somewhere on this man. I could see if Milagro, if that was her thing. But if you out there just harassing the girl like, oh, I don't like her, and you harassing the girl and putting that deep fake pornography and you doing stuff like that, then yeah, you need to have when it comes to that. International infliction of emotional distress and cyber stalking. Pete's attorney, Mari Henderson, claimed that Peterson's father has maintained a business relationship with Cooper, and that a subpoena revealed he's made several payments to her. Henderson further alleged that Lanez has a contraband cell phone in prison that show he's used to discuss Cooper's case with his attorney. According to Henderson, even from behind bars, he won't leave me alone. I thought once he went to jail, maybe had a moment to repent or realize that what he did was wrong, it might change. But even from behind bars, he's still showing he's an angry person, Pete said. I mean, but you're the same. You're not even showing what you did wrong. Meanwhile, Peter's attorneys said Pete's petition from a restraining order is an intrusion upon his client's free speech. Yes, it is an intrusion on his client's free speech. Like I said, she should be able to have her freedom of speech and to speak up on behalf of Tory if that's what she's doing, especially if she's speaking the truth and she's trying to get people to take accountability for what they did and whatever, on his side. So, yeah, but if she's putting out deep fake porn and stuff like that, that's more so harassment. You're harassing this girl. What is that? What is that? How is that supposed to help Tory any type of way? What is that? So, freedom of speech and premature because there's been no evidence of current or future substantial harm. Hayden also insinuates the hearing was irrelevant and reduced it to a look back on an incident from 4.5 years ago. That's what I said. Like, it's like, girl, you're keeping it alive, Megan. You're the one keeping it alive. He's saying this junk is irrelevant. Milagro's lawyer, and he talking about some from 4.5 years ago with all the transcripts and stirring up all the junk that happened at that particular time. They talking about the said junk Pete told the courts has traumatized her. Yeah, so why you keep bringing it back up, girl? I haven't been at peace since I've been shot, and I'm just trying to be unharassed, not only by the person who shot me, but by the people he's been paying to continue to harass me, she testified. I probably won't even have my own peace about the situation. Oh my God. I ain't never seen nobody this freaking delusional. Like, this is just delusional. You came out and pretty much told us you were like full of shit, but you always downplay it, you know? Like, yeah, I wasn't finna tell that bitch that I screwed Tory Lanez. Is you serious? So, yeah, I haven't been at peace since he shot me, blah, 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 blah. I just really want the harassment from the people who shot me to stop. From the person who shot me to stop. P also said that she was in therapy, but has been left feeling hopeless as a direct result of Peterson's actions and those of his supporters. I tried therapy, but I recently haven't been because I've been feeling kind of hopeless about this whole thing. No matter how many people tell me I have to get past it. Yes. Okay. Okay. See, like I just said, I don't know you, but I'm telling you to get past it. And now you saying that the people around you is telling you to get past it. So why ain't you getting past it? It just seems like I have to relive it every day. No, you're choosing to relive it every day. Pete said, I barely leave my house. I leave my house for work, but I'm not good in social situations anymore because I think everybody hates me at this point. Oh, you're not good in social situations. You go out for work, and work is usually probably concerts, whatever. You're adhering to your fans, but you don't feel comfortable in the social situations, which must be the celebrity groupings and celebrity part, because you ain't going to no regular damn parties. You said you go out for work. So you go out for work. When you go out for work, what are you doing when you're going out for work? You're adhering to your fans. Okay. You're going out making money because you're doing shows, you're doing whatever. You still is going out for your fans. But you feel uncomfortable in social situations. In the social situation. And that would be around your celebrity counterparts. Because you feel that most of them hate you. That's what I'm taking from what you're saying. Because you ain't hanging out with us normal people. So I would think that any celeb type, especially a big celeb, would probably. So I'm believing that you're talking about social situations, you know, with your the celebrity people in the industry that you're around. But I'm not good in social situations anymore because I think everybody hates me at this point. And she said, I believe everybody hates me at this point. So this is not just Tory Lanez and Milagro and Tory Lanez's people. You feel like everybody. So this is not just Tory. I believe everyone hates me at this point because of everything that he's done. Girl, you are a narcissist. Yes, that's why. And I wouldn't even say people hate you. They probably don't trust you and ain't finna deal with you. Like we done seen you do way too. I just named at the beginning of this video, I named all the people slimy stuff that you done did to these people, even your best friend. And it's just like, and Kelsey said that. Kelsey said eventually people's true characters is going to come out. Your best friend said that. She said people's true characters is going to come out. And your true character is coming out. And this is really sick, man. It's really sick when people grow and they have a narcissistic personality and they don't see what they do wrong. Like, in a way, I do kind of feel, like I said, y'all know I'm an empath. I'm an empathetic person. I'm an empath. And I kind of feel sorry because you're like trapped in yourself. Like you literally believe you can't do anything wrong. And you always believe that you need to point the blame out to everybody else. And you never see the fault. If you get played, you need to take accountability for being played. Like what the? Like, that's how I walk through life. Like, it's like I walk through life like, dang, if somebody played me, man, like, yeah, they tried me. I did give my whole heart to this, that, and the third. But guess what? Throughout all of that, I was ignoring red flags like a mother. You know what I'm saying? I was ignoring red flags like a mother. You know? And when they fooled me once, I allowed them to fool me again. And they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because I didn't allow myself to get fooled again, you know? So it's kind of like, yeah, in this situation with you and the Tory, in this situation, man, You know, and the way how you was moving slimy and sleeping with Tory, and you knew your best friend was sleeping with Tory, and then just doing all this weird stuff. And who knows if you was acting all crazy at Kylie's house because Tory was into Kylie and he was trying to get Kylie now, and you was and it wasn't happening. And you started it up. But I think people, yeah, you should take accountability for being played. Because I guarantee you somewhere in there you could avoid it. It's like, where do you play a part, Megan? Where do you play a part? I'm finna repeat this because I think she need to reread the stuff that she puts out, because I think everybody hates me at this point because of everything that he's done and said about me after the shooting. I'm just always nervous. I never had anxiety before this. I'm just a nervous wreck all the time. You're seeking sympathy. Okay. You're seeking sympathy. Under this order, Peterson is mandated to remain at least 100 yards away from Pete. Yeah, so it's going to be events he ain't going to be able to come to, whatever. You know, and refrain. And it says 5. Wait a minute. This says they giving her a restraining order for 5 years. So if they let him out of jail, within that 5-year restraining order, he fit 4 years of that, he gonna be in jail. Here when he gets released, if he get released at their parole, they let him release. Once he get released, if she don't come up and write this whole goddamn script in 2029 about she fear for her life still, and then they might end up leaving him right back in there, you know. But if she don't come out with no whole script about she fear for her life in the next 4 years, under this order, Peterson is mandated to remain at least 100 yards away from Pete and refrain from harassing, intimidating, or threatening her in any way until at least January 9th, 2030. And 2030 is when the bull BS finna be started. So honestly, if I was Tory, when I get out here, I just get out the country. Because, you know, y'all looking for 2025, Project 2025, but they really getting y'all ready for Project 2030. And I keep saying that. They really getting y'all ready for Project 2030. When the election, when Trump's 4-year term is over, y'all better watch that next election real freaking closely. You know what I'm saying? That next one. Because they is allegedly getting everybody set up. You know, and if we do start seeing the censoring of, you know, social medias and just, you know, more and more censoring and just more and more BS happening. You know, yeah, y'all just keep your eyes open, you know, these next 4 years. Keep your eyes open these next 4 years. Because that's what they're really trying to get y'all ready for. You know. And who knows if Trump is trying to stop it. And that's why they keep harassing him and keep coming up with all these different things of trying to take him down. Because he's coming after people and he's putting stuff out there like the drones and stuff. He's like, yeah, your government, they know about the release drones. They know about it. Trump just, he can't hold his tongue. Like, he just be telling everything. So, and I'm thinking they're still trying to discredit him. And anything that they can do to discredit him, anything that they can pull up and draw from his past. Because I believe some of the stuff that he did some stuff, some immoral stuff. We all did immoral stuff in our life. But anything that they can to keep drawing up stuff, to continue to discredit him and discredit him. That's what they want you. And yeah, with this Megan in a sort of situation, I more so see Megan keeping it alive. And I do think that she overthinks, and that might not be something that she can help, because that is literally like a Aquarius trait. They can't freaking help it. They overthink shit. But I honestly think we all have negative traits. I'm a Scorpio. They say some of our negative traits can be jealousy, or could be this, or could be that. We're dominant, you know, whatever. So, you know, we can have our negative traits too, and it's for us to check ourselves and for us to combat that. Now, me being the sign of the Phoenix, I burn from the ashes. I'm a Scorpio. I burn from the ashes. I check myself. I want to grow, and I want to be the best person that I can possibly be. Not everybody is like that. The Aquarius is a narcissistic sign. This is a narcissistic sign, naturally narcissistic. So they're naturally not going to be certain things they see as weakness, and taking accountability, they see that as being weak. I see that as being strong. I see a person being like, looking a person in the face and being like, yeah, I did it. This is what happened. This is the part that I played in it. You know what I'm talking about? This is the part I played in it. And yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I see a person that do that. That is strong. Instead of a person that tries to come on with Karen rolls and stuff like this. I can't believe that you don't understand what they did. You know, that is weak to me. That is weak to me. So, yeah, I don't understand that. And I feel like that is a negative trait with them. And I feel like you need to start checking yourself because you're just going to continue to just hurt yourself. Do y'all see, because she ain't see it, but do y'all see that this child is keeping her own junk going? And that is just insane.